guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Emily, and today I'll be showing you how to cut a kimono dress. But before we get into the video, if you are seeing my video for the first time, you are welcome, and I'll implore you to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification so you get notified each time I post a video. And then if you are an OG and a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your love. Thank you for your comments. I deeply appreciate. So for this tutorial, you would be needing the largest part of your body measurements, and that's what you fold your fabric with. So here I've marked my shoulder line, which will serve as a guide to inserting my other measurements. So I'm going to first of all insert my vertical measurement, then the horizontal measurement. So from my shoulder to my armhole is 8 inches, so I would mark that. From my shoulder to my waistline is 16 inches. I would also mark that. So here is my hip line, 24 inches. And then I want a length of 37 inches. So I'm going to draw these markings into a straight line. So here I have the shoulder line, the armhole line, the waistline, and the hip line, then the full length. So the first thing you want to do is mark your shoulder measurement. Mine is 7 inches. So I would mark it here. I also mark the same measurements on my armhole line. Then I'll connect this. So I want a neck width of 3 inches. So I'll mark it. So for the shoulder slope, I'll be using 1/2 inch. So for the neck, back neck, I want it to be 1 inch. So I'm going to curve this. So this is the neck depth. So for this, I'm going to connect the shoulder slope to the neck width, like this. So now I'm going to insert my horizontal measurement. The quarter of my bust measurement is 8.5, which is here. Because this is a kimono dress, usually kimono dresses are not supposed to be tight, so I'll add 1 inch extra for ease. And then I'll add 2 inches for the seam allowance. So I'm going to curve this to get the armhole curve. So this is now my armhole curve. So my waist measurement, quarter of my waist measurement is 6.75. Which is here. I'd also add 1 inch for ease and 2 inches for seam allowance. Quarter of my hip measurement is 8.5. Same with my bust. So I'll add 1 inch ease and 2 inches for the seam allowance. So I'm going to connect these lines. So this is the full length. So I'm going to drag the hip measurement straight down, just like this. So this is the neck, the shoulder slope, the armhole, the bust measurement, the waist measurement, the hip measurement, and then the full length. So I'm going to cut it out now. So I'm going to use this now to cut the front. So here we have the two parts. I'm just going to take this one and turn it to the front. So for the front, I want the front depth to be 4 inches. Remember, I've already come down by 1 inch with the back. So I'm going to go down by 3. So this is the front, and I'm going to cut it into 2. So I have the 2 fronts, and the 1 back. Now I'm going to show you how to cut the sleeve. I already have a video on my channel on how to cut a perfect sleeve. I'm going to link it in the description, and I'm also going to link it on this video just in case you don't understand. So the first thing you want to do is to get your cap's height. Insert the measurements, whatever your measurement is, mark it on the fabric. So you mark your cap's height just like I'm doing here. It's very simple, very simple. Then you draw it into a straight line, just like this. After After that, I'm just going to mark my armhole round on the cap's height line, that line I drew for the cap's height. Mark your armhole round just like this, and then connect it to the shoulder line just like this. After that, you get the full length of your sleeve. It can be short sleeve, it can be a long sleeve. This is a very easy short sleeve, so that totally depends on you. You can decide how long or short you want your sleeve to be. So just mark the length you want. After that, the next thing you want to do is to mark your sleeve circumference. After marking your circumference, you add your seam allowances and then you can cut the sleeve. So I'm going to use this to cut the other sleeve. So this is the sleeve. I also cut the flare, and I have a video on how to cut a full circle. Just in case you don't know how I got the circle here, I'll link it in the description. So this is the front, one of the front panel of the dress. I've cut out the lining and I've attached it to the main fabric. So this is how you attach it at the bottom, and then I'm going to take it to the sewing machine to sew, close the sides, the two sides, and then I'll leave the shoulder opening so that I can use it to turn it inside out. You understand better when I show you the finished look. I'll go and sew it now, come and show you how it is. So I'll do the same for the other panel, both the other side and the other back panel, and then I'll come and show you. So I just want to show you. This is the back. This is the back. I've attached the lining. This is like looks from inside. You can see extra. This is the neck. Front panels. So this is the two front panel. Okay. See. So this is it. I have the neck. This is it. So from inside, this is how it looks. No raw edge. Everything is concealed. This is it. This is the hemming allowance. This is the extra I added for the hemming allowance. So I have the sleeve also. This is the sleeve. So I'll just sew it. I'll just stitch like this and then attach this. This is the flare from the inside. This is the outside. This is the outside of the flare, and this is the inside. I also have the second sleeve. is the sleeve. Just sew it. Then I have the second flare. This is it, and this is it from the inside. So I'm going to take this to the sewing machine. Then I'll attach it like this. I'll open up the linings the same. Like this. And I'll stitch the two. Then I'll stitch like this and like this too, and I'll also do the same to this side. Pin it up, lining together, fabric together, then I'll sew just like this. When I'm done attaching it together, then I'll sew the sides. I'll sew the side, stitch the side, and then attach the sleeve. So I'm going to go and do that now.